Once I got a hold of Trashmaster, the first thing that came to mind was, this boy's chunky. And I mean, he literally has junk in his caboose. And that's very true. It is very chunky. It is the most chunky bot I've gotten a hold of in a while. And that is not necessarily a bad thing. The Junkion color scheme continues with this big bad boy, and it's just so nice. It works so incredibly well. And next toy line, we're getting a whole bunch of rocks that turn into robots and vehicles. That's kind of cool. His head sculpt, it has Bulkhead vibe to it. It really does. That super chin, yeah, it's like a punk version of Bulkhead. I like it. You might be wondering, what is all the junk in the trunk there? Well, that's part of his vehicle mode. And this part can, or these two parts, I should say, can come apart, pop off, and then you could put parts of, what is his name, Scrap Heap, or the other one, the lady one that turns into the purple car. You could put either at the front of their vehicle modes there. He also comes with this thing. It's his weapon. It's a giant thing that goes chompy chompy. However, if you have him wield it, you can't chompy chompy from the bottom. You have to lead the head up and go chompy chompy from the top, because the guns that are on the tip of his fists get in the way. Posability is pretty good. Head is on a ball joint, and it can look up and down a little bit. Swivel in the shoulders, hinge in the shoulders, swivel at the bicep. Fist goes, or I should say elbow goes over 90 degrees. Fists do spin swivel. There is torso articulation, but you have to move the side skirts out of the way before you can do that. You could kick forward. You can't really kick back because of all the stuff in the back, but you can get some posability there. There's a thigh swivel. Bend at the knee is 90 degrees, and then the foots do have articulation forward and back, and then swivel side to side, though they're really, really tight, and they actually don't go that far. Now, in terms of scale, he scales to some other legacy Voyager class figures, and some he doesn't. Like, these two Decepticons are way bigger, or taller than he is. Okay, maybe Starscream isn't that much taller, but he is taller. But I guess that's because they're thinner that they look taller. Now, let's see about Primal. He scales roughly to Primal. Yeah, I would say that, but I mean, he's just so much chunkier than everybody else. All right, let's go ahead and pull some bits off. Technically, Trashmaster is a weaponizer. You can pull off his legs, and you can pull off these front bits, but that's it, and nothing else comes apart, and that's all you can do. Oops. All right, transformation. First, start with the head and push it back down into the body, and it requires a little bit more force than I feel comfortable using. Bring the arms up and then turn them so that the silver part of the forearms are pointing to the inside of the body. Then grab the shoulders and pull them away from the body and leave a little bit of room like that. Grab the backpack, flip that up, and then flip the shoulders around and into place. And the arms, or the forearms, will peg into these little pegs that are coming off the shoulder flaps. And then the arms will peg into each other like that. And then we can take the fists and turn them so that the gun parts are pointing backwards like that. Flip up the side skirts and then take the legs and turn them 180 degrees. Come down to the feet and fold the feet up into the shins like that. And then smush the legs together. Then disconnect the abdomen and fold the whole thing up. And at the bottom of the feet have these peg holes, and they'll peg into these little slot or pegs coming off the wrists. And then we can bring the front of the vehicle mode up and snap it into place. And this is actually the hardest part of the transformation, is getting that snapped up in there. And then take the sides and fold them in, and they will snap down, and grab the lifter arms and put them up like that. And the last thing we're going to do is take the chompy and come down to the back and peg it into the bottom of the fists, which is a little bit harder to do than you might think. Oh, dang it. I keep popping the jaw off. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, transforming it, playing with it. My figure, the jaw falls off very easily. And there we go. This is definitely a garbage truck, or as they are called in Europe, a bin lorry. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Little chompy thing in the back. Yeah, as a Junkion, I mean, the concept of a Junkion garbage man is absolutely insane to me. Also, this figure is loaded with 5mm ports. So, all right, each wheel hub you can put a 5mm weapon on. Then there's a 5mm weapon just on the back art or wheel well. There's a 5mm weapon port. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, technically 4, and then 5 on the sides. And then there's 1, 2, 3 on the top. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 18, 19, 20, 21. He has 21 5mm ports. I did it. I actually did it. I used all the ports. I have created a monster. This took longer than it should have. But oh my god, I was able to do it. I managed to get every single port filled. And I even have ports that's added onto ports, so take that. If you've got this figure, tweet me or blue sky me or mastodon me, whatever you can come up with. Even though I love this trash truck mode, it still feels small, especially when you put Wreck-Gar next to him. I mean, Wreck-Gar is just massive comparatively. And the other Junkions, which are all packed up right now, they're all deluxes, and they're all a little bit bigger than this, but I guess it's just the volume that TRASHMASTER takes up in the alt mode. I mean, he's a trash truck. He's practically a brick with wheels. It's really funny putting Wreck-Gar next to TRASHMASTER because the size of the figures comparatively is just bonkers. This is a Voyager class figure, and so is this, and they're just so different in scale. Obviously, they are two different lines. We're talking about the Studio Series versus Legacy. But man, this is quite a difference. Overall, I like TRASHMASTER. I think he's cool. He has the same vibe as the other Junkions, and he's just neat. I love the transformation. It's a lot simpler than I thought it was going to be, and the overall look is just good. I just wish my camera would stop automatically zooming out on me. It's a cool figure, and it deserves to be in your collection. Now, Hasbro, please release official directions on how to combine this guy with the other Junkions to make Junkosaurus Rex. Thank you. So, folks, let me know what you think of TRASHMASTER down in the comments. I have been Baltmatrix, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.